Hey guys, welcome back. I know it's been quite a long time since I recorded my last video. Work's been getting to me and everything like that, and been trying to get out a video, and it's just been super hectic. But yet, it still hasn't stopped the support that you guys have been and giving and everything like that. I'm still truly grateful that there's still people subscribing every day and getting new comments and everything like that, and finding out some of the older guides and everything that I made that have actually come out pretty well and still growing. And we're on our journey to 1K, which is just awesome and everything like that. I plan to hopefully in the future to get on a schedule of releasing content that I'm not going to drive myself crazy with as far as trying to release videos and everything like that and all that. But I've also been thinking about starting to actually stream on YouTube and everything like that. I'm in the process of getting an overlay made for and everything for YouTube specifically, since I mainly stream on Twitch and everything like that. But that's completely fine if you guys don't want to join on Twitch or anything like that, but I've been seeing a couple of you guys join on that, and that's pretty awesome. And I know that I'm late to the party compared to everybody else, you know, with the event overlay view and stuff like that. And I've been trying to, I actually been making this video for almost like a week. I just have not had time to make it, but we're here today. So our newest event, Mere Involution, has actually got extended as well, so that's pretty great. It gives more people opportunity to obtain our new UR waifu as well, New Jersey and everything like that. So give my thoughts and opinions on the new ships and everything that came out during this event. Pretty much go over like how I thought the event was and everything like that. And since we do still have a couple of days left in the event to farm, I can give you guys, if you still are starting or still farming, kind of the places to farm and what to expect and everything like that as well. So if we want to go ahead and start off, we will just go ahead and start off with the start of the show. The con of my wallet and the wallet of mine disappearing is New Jersey. Everyone pretty much saw that on Twitch. I spent $200 to obtain New Jersey. She did not want to drop. I had to hit hard pity to obtain my first dupe, and ever since after that I did not even obtain one single freaking copy of her at all. I had to use my bullets to actually limit break her and everything like that as well. I had a shit ton of Ticondergoa drops. At least probably like 15 or 14 in the banner and everything like that. A shit ton of Archerfishes, but New Jersey did not want to drop this time. So we'll go ahead and get into her little bio here in New Jersey. We got of the Iowa class, our first of the Iowa class, ultra rarity of a 630 build timer. She has 9,520 health, so right under, almost like 500 less than FDG as well. She has 447 firepower, 427 in AA, heavy armor, 170 reload, 74 hit, 33 speed, 72 luck. Now the main Gucci thing we look at here is the dank shit that she's gonna offer here. So 150% efficiency on her main gun, 210% efficiency on her auxiliary gun, and 130% on her anti-air. She actually has extremely high anti-air for a battleship as well. Insanely good firepower, really high, you know, health and everything like that as well. But what sets New Jersey apart from the other battleships and the constant question of who is better, New Jersey or FDG, we're not going to get into that subject because I'm not going to start a flame war on YouTube and everything like that of who is better. Personally, they both have their own unique abilities that make them set from each other and everything that as well. I would still relatively say that New Jersey she's very strong, don't get me wrong, but it's just like it's very hard to compare to her to like FDG. You would really have to like have FDG level 30 or dev 30 as well to like really start get her going and everything like that. Whereas New Jersey right out of the box can start taking FMP at like level fucking 80. Like I've been leveling her the entire event. Mine is almost pretty much 120. I think she needs like 2 more levels and everything like that, and she'll be 120. And anyway, we'll go on to her Dragon's Breath, aka her first skill as well. She gets, when the ship fires its main guns, 100% chance to fire Special Barrage, which is guaranteed to critical hit. Additionally, 10 seconds into the start of the battle, fires the same barrage. The barrage pattern is independent on the ship's position in the main fleet. The barrage inflicts armor break to enemies if hit. Armor broken enemies take 5% more damage for 8 seconds. The armor break stacks with other sources of armor break. So, which is actually really cool. So if you have other ships that offer armor break, aka Baltimore, that can do it with Zara's gun as well to inflict armor break. She can inflict armor break, and also that bomber that you can put on Fubuki, which is the Fire Barracuda, also does inflict armor break as well. There is actually there's a couple of ships that can actually affect armor break, so this is really good. So you're stacking damage. Her barrage is insanely powerful. Dragon Breath is probably one of the strongest barrages I've seen in the entire game. She can literally screen wipe enemies off the Brilliant and everything like that, no matter what gun she uses, and everything like that as well. Obviously, we have the new gun in the event. We'll go over that after we are done with the ships and everything like that. Going on to her second skill, we have Freedom Through Firepower. Decreases the spread range of the ship's main guns by 0.5%, 5.0 at maximum level. Whenever another fleet in the same sortie engages the battle, if the ship is afloat, fires a special barrage 20 seconds into the start of the battle. Damage scales with the skill, obviously, and the firepower out of the fleet's flagship. At the start of the battle, the fleet's flagship is an Eagle Union ship. Increases the aviation stat of all Eagle Union CVs and CVLs in the fleet by almost 15% at max level. This is, again, another extremely great leader skill that we were looking for. She's very versatile. You can put her flagship, you can put her in other positions as well. But you also got that flagship buff of the Eagle Union CVs, which we already know how powerful Eagle Union CVs are, both being Saratoga and Essex and everything like that as well, available to our arsenal. Now she's just adding even more damage for them and everything like that, where you can also boost them with people like Baltimore and Potter, and also Sirius and everything like that. That's going to just create huge opportunities for new sorts of fleets and everything like that. We got the Independence retrofit that also came out, or the event, and you got even more CB buff and everything like that as well. So we got a very versatile fleets now with USS, and we have a battleship that's offering a lot of boost, an insane barrage and everything like that, and even greater, we got Don't You Just Love It, which is just an amazing name for his skill, which increases the ship's firepower by 15% and reload by 10%. If the ship is sorted with another Eagle Union ship, increases the AA stat by 15% for all Eagle Union ships in your fleet, and decreases their damage taken by 5%, and increases firepower stat by 10% for all Eagle Union BBs and BCs. So not only does she have a CV buff that you can run her with CVs, you can also pair her with other BBs, and they're going to get that firepower stat buff and everything like that as well. So now we have another unique. Do we do carrier meta with her, or do we do battleships? Because now we have Georgia and we have New Jersey, which we already know how Georgia is as far as a battleship in the game as well, you know, for damage and everything like that. And now they're getting another almost 10% firepower boosted into them. We have insane opportunities with New Jersey, and the meta is going to highly change with it. I'm not for one with tier list and everything like that, but man, if you got New Jersey during your event, you are doing good. She is very, very fucking broken. She offers extremely good versatile skills. She's going to help you out with clearing, whether you're a new player, this is your only battleship that you have. She's going to help you out with pretty much any content that you need. She's going to be a reliable source of damage, a reliable source of buffs, and she's going to keep everything clear and good for you and everything like that as well. She also has auxiliary base guns +2. She has main gun +1, 2 times as well. Basement gun efficiency. So she is quite something. Obviously, star of the show for a lot of people that we want and everything like that as well. But moving on, we're going to go to the submarine of the event, the submarine that actually sunk the legendary other UR that we got in the game, Shinano of the Fluffy Tails. We have the submarine Archerfish. 25-second construction time, super rare. Haunted my dreams in the event of probably pulling her like at least like 10 plus times. She has 1,924 health, light armor, 530 torp, 65 firepower, 243 oxygen, and everything like that as well. 90% luck. She's submarine of the Eagle Union. Her submarine torpedoes 130% efficiency, 130% submarine torpedo efficiency as well on her second slot and her first slot, and she has 85% DD gun efficiency. Her first skill is Haughty Hunters, increases this boat's damage to heavily armed enemies by 50% when sorted with all at least one Eagle Union submarine, increases critical damage by 15% and increases torp and accuracy by 8% for all your Eagle Union submarines. So this skill alone is very interesting because now it looks like we got a flagship submarine for the USTDs. So we can see Archerfish and probably Carvalia, which was the other submarine, and then pair her with somebody else as well that does damage would be pretty great as well. You got Parting Gift, which is another ship that increases their own oxygen. So increases this boat's oxygen by 20 when this boat resurfaces, and again when she leaves the battle she fires a level 10 barrage base. The barrage is based on the damage of the skill. So Archerfish looking like an actually pretty decent submarine. We'll have to see how good she's gonna buff and the crit damage and everything like that of the other Eagle Union submarines, because we know how the submarine meta is pretty much dominated by the KMS Wolfpack and everything like that as well. But we could see some pretty interesting comps with and everything like that, and it's actually really cool to see the art, because if you look at the art on the left side, this is actually Shinano's sword. Just to rub salt to the wound, it was, yes, I am the one that sunk Shinano of the fluffy tails and everything like that. So I kind of thought that was kind of cool and everything. She's kind of smug, very cute, but it looks like we're pretty good submarine and everything like that. If you did pull her, I would recommend leveling up if you don't have a submarine and everything like that as well. So going on to probably my second favorite ship of the event, which is going to be San Francisco, New Orleans class, super rare. CA. We get another these US events are just stacking CAs, man. Like, we are getting CAs that are just so freaking versatile, so freaking good, that they're just not leaving us a choice of which great CAs we really want, man. So we got San Francisco. She's got 4,831 health, a little bit on the lighter side compared to some of the other ones, like the large HP pool like Prince Heinrich and Drake and stuff like that as well. But she still brings to the table 255 firepower, 226 AA, and everything like that as well. 75 luck, 136 hit, and everything like that as well. She has got 125% CA gun efficiency, not that great on her DD, 75%, and her anti-air is 125. But what makes her interesting is going to be her second skill, pretty much, that we're going to go over. We got the first one, which is Get Start Struck. Every 10 seconds after the battle starts, 75% chance to level, fire a special barrage. If this barrage fails to activate, instead increases the ship's AA and accuracy by 10% for 5 seconds. So you got a barrage that's pretty much like every other barrage. If it does hit, it does damage. If it doesn't hit, it increases one of her stats. They've been doing this a lot. That I've seen on like a lot less ships. Like Sofia Belarusia has this too. It's like she misses her barrage and increases like one of her stats as well. The barrage is actually pretty decent. It's not bad, but it's not the greatest compared to most of the other CAs. But the second skill that really sets her apart from the other CAs is going to be this one right here. Right place at the right time. Increases the ship's evasion and AA by 10%. Activates one of the following effects based on the ship's position and your vanguard during battle. So now we have a CA that's versatile in what position that you need her to be in. So if you put her in the front, and also when the ship is in your last afloat vanguard ship, increases the ship's evasion and AA by 5% and decreases her damage taken by 15% at max level. So she will pretty much increase her evasion and her AA if she's in the front. But the one that's the front means to the left, by the way. It's not like you face forward. So if you're like plunging her in the fleet, she's all the way in the outer left side where most of the CAs go if you're tanking it and everything like that as well. The middle, which is what most of us are using, is the main one that we're very interested in and is actually a very unique skill for his CA, which is heals all ships in your vanguard for 10% of their maximum HP 20 seconds after the battle starts. So you take some damage, you're like, ooh, San Francisco's like, I got you with that nice heal. And then you don't have to really run another slot that's going to like heal your ships. You actually have a CA right in front of them that's going to heal them. And the heal's actually pretty decent. It's not bad. Obviously, it's not going to be anything compared to like, you know, Perseus or Ryu or Shoho or Unicorn or Akashi. But it's pretty solid, and it's actually really good, you know, and everything like that as well. So if you're looking for a CA that's very versatile and everything like that, and you also obtain her during the event, and you're new, and she's one of the ones that you pulled, would definitely recommend leveling her up. She is going to treat you well and everything like that as well. And finally, if you put her in the rear, increases your ship's firepower by 15% and her AA by 10%, and also increases your whole Vanguard's damage dealt to enemies by 5%. So if you need more damage and you feel like you're not doing that great, you can go ahead and put her in the rear, which is in the top right corner. She's going to, you know, increase her firepower, she's going to increase her AA, and then she's going to increase your entire Vanguard's damage by 5%. If you don't really need that extra boost of damage and you're doing good on your damage, but you need that heal, that little bit of sustain, gonna put her right in the middle with your other favorite waifus on the left and the right side. She's gonna keep them healthy and everything like that, and she's gonna do her own thing from there as well. Now we got one of the newer interesting ones I haven't really been able to experiment with, but I've been hearing some pretty good things, and that's Ticondergoa, the Essex class. We all know how the Essex class sisters are in Azur Lane, with Essex being broken, Intrepid, you know, Strangleout, Bunker Hill, all of them. They're all very good. They're all very versatile. Really good solid damage carriers and everything like that as well. We don't really have to go into like how great, you know, if, oh my god, if you pulled her, should I use her? I mean, she's an XS class. You're gonna end up using her either way, especially if you don't have any other carriers and everything like that. Very solid health, 6,622, 331 AA, really good at aviation, 433 as well for being an Essex, no shocker there. 72 luck, 80% hit. So when they released her, she was saying that she's single target DPS as first, for all the other Essex classes are, hey, we throw planes, we hit them, we go big boom. So this is going to be a very interesting ship to level and everything like that, and see how her DPS handles against her sister like Essex and everything like that as well. Starting off, we got 140% efficiency in her fighters, 130% efficiency in her dive bombers, and 120 in her torpedo bombers. She has 3 skills. We got Wings of Soaring Flames. When the ship launches an airstrike, launches an additional special airstrike that has a chance to burn enemies hit by it. Airstrike damage is based on the skill's level. Burn damage is based on ship's aviation stat. So she's got like a burn, like her sister Essex, but her sister Essex also has burn and flood, so not really standing out there, but she does get that burn effect. So I was trying to say that when they originally released her, that she's going to have some type of, you know, damage with burn or armor damage or something like that, and at least they gave her burn. So we also got a really nice defensive skill, which is going to be Shielded Advance. Decreases the ship's first 4 instances of damage taken by 60% every battle. At the start of the battle, every 20 seconds after that targets the ship in the frontermost position of your vanguard, and gives that ship a shield that blocks up to 6 shots lasting up to 8 seconds. So she gives her they give them a frontal shield. It's like, hey, start taking some damage. Here's a shield and everything like that. It's gonna block up to 6 shots for 8 seconds. So she's kind of got like that Littorio little skill going on, but also decreases their damage and her damage for the instance of battle and everything like that as well. We got another great one as well, which is Advanced Support Formation. We got increases the ship's aviation by 10% when sorted with at least 2 CVs. CVLs decreases your flagship damage taken by 15%. So you got, you know, your carrier meta, carrier fleet, put her in there. She's going to increase their aviation by 10%. You throw in Baltimore for Eagle Union, got some more percentage. You throw in fucking Sirius, you got some more. You throw in Potter, you got even more. You have one Coralia, one of the maids as well. She will also fucking throw some more buff in there as well. And then you also got, you know, XX classes buffing themselves, so it's just like boom, damage on top of damage on top of damage. So I think she'll be good. I don't know where she'll fall as far as tiering. Once again, I don't really care for tier lists, but I think she'll be pretty solid and pretty good and everything like that as well. We got the Boise as well, very cute bunny, thick girl of oxygen. Got a very tasteful skin that's got some manga-esque comments around the community. We're not going to go into that because everyone had a huge argument over that, and we're not going to be part of that. So we got Boise. She's an elite of the Brooklyn class as well. She's got 3,561 health, 165 firepower, 327 AA, and 90 evasion, 70 luck, and 163 hit. Of course, Eagle Union being high in AA stat, so always good to have AA. She has 2 skills. The bigger they are, obviously, the harder they fall. Just kidding. Every 15 seconds during battle, fires a special barrage. Damage is based on level, obviously. Increases the ship's crit rate by 1%, 10% at max, and increases her damage to heavily armed enemies by 15%. So she's got a nice barrage that's going to trigger as well, and then she's going to increase her crit rate and her damage to heavily armed enemies in the front as well. So Boise can actually be pretty solid. She's not going to be that bad. She actually has pretty decent main gun efficiency. Her DD1 isn't that great, but it's all good. They're not. Unfortunately, USCAs are not known for having a great DD auxiliary gun slot, so it doesn't really matter. You got to breathe in and breathe out. When the ship has 45% or more HP remaining, increases the ship's firepower and AA by 15%. When the ship HP falls below 45% as a result, damage taken decreases the ship's burn damage taken by 15%. While below the threshold once per battle, when the ship falls below 30%, heals the ship for 10% of her maximum health. So she's got, you know, a buff where hey, if I'm alive, I'm going to increase my stats. If I'm dying, I'm going to heal for a shit ton. So pretty good versatile cruiser. If you got her, recommend leveling her up. If you don't have anybody else to use, definitely use Boise. She's pretty solid, got pretty good stats with good gear. She can be pretty good as well. Last of the event as well, we got Morrison, which is a DD as well. Cannot be constructed. She is point accumulation. She is of the Fletcher class. She's got a pretty good, cute little stando going on with a little Kuma bear. Don't really care about, you know, so much of the health, but she got pretty decent health for Destroyer. She got 2,000. Okay, not really that great at torp, but she is an elite, so shocker there. Skill wise, you got emergency bear drop, decreases the duration of burns inflicted on the ship by 3%. When the ship sinks an enemy till the end of the battle, increases the ship's AA by 6% and firepower by 5%, and also increases the ASW of your fleet by 4%. The buff can be set up to 5 times, so not too bad. Increases the firepower, but she doesn't really have that great of firepower. I mean, it's 84, but there's other firepower DDs out there that are going to be a lot better, you know, like Suzuki and Kamikaze and Tashkent, so they're going to do that job better, but still a very versatile ship. If you got her, definitely level her up. Should be pretty cute and everything like that as well. You got flagship cover, pretty versatile skill that a lot of things had, decreases the damage of your pretty much your main ship back there in the flagship by 15%. So just got to decrease that damage of your flagship. They take damage, and they're going to take less damage because she's back there, kind of like Columbia and everything like that as well, but pretty solid. Not going to be, you know, super great of that, but it's all good if you want to use her. So obviously during the event, what else we see, the event has a pity system, so if you hit 200 pulls on New Jersey, you're going to get guaranteed to get her for free and everything like that as well. As far as, you know, what's in the shop, what should I aim for, blah 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 blah. So this is pretty much what you're gonna pretty much aim for if you, as far as farming maps. If you want, you know, your hydraulic rudders and everything like that, you get it from Siren and Boss. You're gonna farm SP, which okay, you can't even farm XP, so you're gonna farm D3. D3 is gonna drop the hydraulic gears. Really not that hard, honestly. It's literally only level 100s. If you're low and don't really can do that, I would recommend farming C2. You can get points up faster, then you're gonna get your catapults. So catapults are always good. You know, you need them for your carriers and everything like that. Event shop wise, buyout price 124,000. Main goal, obviously, what should I buy from the event shop? Obviously, first objective, 406 Mark 7. This is our new fucking extremely broken battleship gun, pretty much best in the slot to the Mark 6 that we've been all using as well. We only get one of these, so you can put this on Iowa, or you can put this on your favorite battleship, whoever you're going to use, but this would be your main priority, followed after your strengthening units, S3, and then a strengthening unit for your normal ones, so PR prints. If you need other general parts, get this, coins, oil. I don't really care for cats, so I don't really need these. Cognitive chips you can get as well. Boxes if you're lacking gear, but main focus, buy the gun, get your PR prints, get everything else, go to town, and everything like that as well. So if you don't need the Ticondergoa dupes because you pulled her so many times from the banner like I did, then don't worry about it. You got some nice skins. We got bunny skins and everything like that Miyoyo couldn't release because they didn't want to, but Azur Lane decided, hey, we're gonna take that and do that. So anyway, guys, I hope you are enjoying the event. Hopefully everybody did pull everybody they wanted. Leave down in the comments below how long it did take you to obtain your New Jersey. Who was your favorite ship from the event and everything like that as well. How do you like everything that's going on, everything like that as well. I'll probably making another video about Helena Meta, like my personal thoughts and opinions on her, not really like a guide of like how to obtain her, because I've kind of already pretty much at this point everyone should pretty much know how to obtain a meta ship by the two previous guides that I already have and everything like that as well. But once again, guys, sorry for ranting for a little bit and how long it's been, but I wanted to get a video out. I know I'm late and everything like that, but hopefully you guys do enjoy. Hopefully this does help if you are still playing the event and everything like that. Hopefully it does help the new players that are joining into the new event and everything like that as well. If you guys do enjoy my comment, I do have a Twitch. Come follow me on Twitch at twitch.tv/KissWillPones in the link in the description below. I will link it so you guys can come hang out with me. I do have a Twitter as well, and I do have a Discord. If you guys have any questions or anything, feel free to join our community Discord. It is with a bunch of other content creators and everything like that, and veteran players that are always going to be down to help you as well. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for coming in today. I gladly appreciate it. Hope you guys have a great week, and I will try to be getting another video out hopefully during this month some other time, so we're not going to be releasing a video every single month. Next one I'll probably be on Helena Meta, and then finally start going to be working on the gear videos, because I know that's what a lot of people have been looking for. So anyways, guys, have a good one, take care, and I'll see all you guys again in the next video. Till then, peace out. Like, comment, and subscribe.